Spider-Man Miles Morales. This is Spider-Man Miles Morales 5. Welcome. We're playing. Where we last left off, Miles threatened his friend Chin. Her wasn't Finn. That's her name. He threatened Finn. Well, actually, she kind of threatened him. She said like she would kill him or something like that. But like he kind of threatened her. He said that if you not getting with the program, then you gonna get got. You know, that's what he said. He said that you gotta be Spider-Man. You gotta be like Spider-Man, or you gonna get the backhand. That's what he said. So, right now, I think I gotta. What do I have to? I don't know what I have to do actually. Ooh.
Me if you've heard this book. Spider-Man chases villain through city. Millions of dollars of property damage falls. We're still tallying up the damage from Rhino's rampage. Then the
That's
bridge
right.
disaster. And now it seems the Junior Menace decided to go for the hat trick with his new frenemy, the
You know,
Tinkerer.
J. Jonah Jameson is quite the character. He's quite the character.
And I don't just mean Jersey. I'm talking Oregon or even Alaska. Maybe I could have one peaceful night at home watching the great Wakandan cook-off.
Are you guys listening? He's whoa. He's exactly like Alex Jones or like those characters, like J. Jonah Jameson. Okay, before we even go there, welcome. It's Sunday. It's a new week, the start of a brand new week. I hope that everybody had an amazing last week and that this new week will be even better. You know, if it wasn't an amazing last week, this new week is something to look forward to, you know, right? If it's not even the start of a week, whenever you're watching this or listening, I hope that whatever time zone that you find yourself in, that it is one of peace and positivity. Welcome. So now, J. Jonah Jameson, right? You heard what he was just saying. Okay, I'm supposed to do something. So like, wait, can we go in there? No, I don't understand what's going on here. So like, J. Jonah Jameson is a character that's been in the comics for a long time, right? And he was always the he was always like this loud-mouthed like reporter guy, right? That was his character. And now his character has since evolved to like, you know, the loudmouth reporter guy, but like now, I guess with his own podcast, like Alex Jones or whatever. What I'm getting to is like this character is someone who has been in the public sphere for a long time. Like J. Jonah Jameson is an old, he's like an old character. Okay, he's a real old character. So like the comparison of J. Jonah Jameson and Alex Jones now is something that, you know, is maybe a no-brainer, maybe obvious. But imagine the conception of this type of individual before we had access to like individuals as easily as we do now. Now, before we even go deeper with it, right, J. Jonah Jameson is a made-up individual, right? But he's based on various traits of, I would say, business people. Probably J. Jonah Jameson is directly based off of a person in history. I mean, before he had that Hitler mustache, right? He had that attitude. Stan Lee actually is on the record saying that he would love to have played J. Jonah Jameson, or he thought of himself as J. Jonah Jameson, which is something that's very interesting, especially when we talk about Stan Lee's role and not just like the conception of Marvel characters, but like I guess, American history, right? Because these characters are not just important to like Marvel or important to like, I guess, kids, but they're like important to society to a degree. Okay, where am I going? Where's the missions, bro? Where's the missions?
If you're able to donate money, time,
Oh
blankets,
gosh,
or
they talking
food,
about
really
donating
help
money to
people
some
who
made
need
up
this
people,
most.
yo. They talking about
Today's
donating
price,
money to
lining your
the
trash can with paper will help absorb spilled liquids.
why we gotta
Price
donate money
best.
when people
Use
like
code
Norman
J. Jonah
Osborn got all the
Jameson.
money and is the mayor?
Okay,
Why can't
bye.
he just help us? You know what I'm saying? Where's the? I'm looking for the missions, y'all. I'm looking for the missions. We gotta go to, cause I'm trying to figure out. I guess like, you know, it's time take place, time goes by. I gotta do like the random crimes and all that stuff before. I mean, every Spider-Man game does that. You gotta do the random crimes, or the combat tours and stuff like that before the next mission unlocks. It's supposed to be like a amount of time that passes or whatever. They're patenting out that gameplay time.
Someone's trying to steal from a feast truck. Really?
App says someone's trying to steal from a feast truck. Really? Yeah, man. How you gonna steal from a feast truck? I thought it was free anyway. No, I'm playing. Yeah, I'm playing, but I mean, am I? I mean, let's really talk about this. Actually, in the last game, we learned who Feast really was. It was Martin Lee. He was, I mean, yeah, he had the homeless shelter, but what was he really doing? Are we forgetting this? What is Feast? What does the underground have to do with Feast? What's going on right here? I feel like this is something we should be like, oh, yo, you know, actually Martin Lee was, you know, on some. Oh, 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 they got it. They got it. Whatever it is, they got it. Did y'all see that? I tried. Spider-Man wasn't fast enough in that round. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, hold on. We gonna let it go. We gonna hold on. Oh, it's a person in the. So, who is this person? Like, who? How did the app? Who reported it on the app? Like, I'm trying to understand that too. How did this Spider-Man app like become so readily available, dog? Genki is sweet. He dope with it. I mean, clearly he be getting in the oh, he got him. Oh, Lord. Did y'all see that? That was quick. The driver was killed, but why was the driver killed? Why are they going after this? Why are they going after Feast? Ain't that Martin Lee? Right? Ain't that Martin Lee? Ain't that Mr. Negative? Hello?
Hey,
I guess not, because it's Aunt May. But Aunt May is dead, so it ain't Aunt May. So who is running Feast?
It's like she picked it together.
Is it? It ain't Peter. Peter is out of town. Hello? But it's all right.
Speaking of,
It's all right.
time to help your mom evacuate Harlem. Later.
Oscorp Science Center.
Oscorp
Know
Science
what'll
Center.
happen if she goes through with her plan. And if she won't listen, I'll take the new form. Destroy it if I have to.
All right, Miles. Let's see what happened. All right, so going back to what I was talking about, J. Jonah Jameson, Hitler. That's a interesting concept, but I don't think that's necessarily the point. What I'm really getting to is just that character existing before the conception of like I mean, it was always, you know, the boss, the concept of the mean master, you know, the mean governor, you know what I'm saying? So like that's always been a point, but when it comes to whoa, that's his uncle.
Sorry about this, nephew.
I was not expecting that. But this is like the comics, so I kind of was.
Can't let you go back out there. Let Krieger and the Tinkerer kill each other. Go back to being Spider-Man when the heat dies down.
And what? Just hide down here? I don't get to pick and choose when I'm Spider-Man. I gotta
Yeah, you
stop
do.
Venom.
No, you gotta survive.
Right.
I've been trying to teach you that, but you don't listen.
Not
You want me
listening.
to survive so bad? Why sell me out to Krieger?
Wasn't a sellout.
Yeah.
I'm serious. You were never supposed to get caught. Krieger broke our deal.
You want it back in the family, and that's the best you could do?
I saved your life
You threw me in a cell.
to protect you.
Like this is protecting me?
Damn it, Miles! I'm not gonna lose you too.
And I'm not gonna let people die just to save my skin.
Oh, heck nah,
You
bro.
underestimated me.
See? You see what's going on, y'all? Do y'all see this right now? It's a misunderstanding. Am I about to fight him?
Don't fight me on this.
What?
But I can't stay down here.
Then I'll do what I have.
Oh my gosh. Yo, okay. Alright, this is perfect. Yo, this is perfect. Okay, we gonna really talk, y'all. This is crazy right now. Miles is fighting his uncle.
It's about me at all. It's about you. You're afraid.
Don't turn this on me.
Dog, this is crazy. It's framed as if Miles is right. It's framed as if Miles is right. What is this? No, it's not, though. He's just the main character, y'all. That's the point.
For this city.
You have to fight.
Do that, you get dead.
You hear him? But Miles ain't listening to, of course. This is a dumb...
See us now.
He'd understand that I gotta protect
Whoa, okay, my bad. I'm trying to... Y'all, hey,
I need to find him. Hit him with Venom.
this is beyond... I just want to point this out right now, okay? Miles lied to his best friend, right? Supposedly best friend. He lied. And like now his uncle is telling him like, yo, stop. You can't save the city. You need to chill out. At least be Spider-Man after like they conflict is over with. Like, don't get involved. This has nothing to do with you. Stop it. And this little bad kid is going, no, actually, I know what I'm doing because I'm a liar, because I'm listening to this little punk lying other kid who has a terrible
Doesn't know what she's about to
social life. And I'm Miles is fighting. He chose to fight his own family. He chose to fight his uncle. Now Peter doesn't even have his uncle,
do. Can't let him disappear on me.
right? I'm not talking about the character of Miles in the sense of him being worse than Peter, because this is the exact same BS Peter would do. This is the same. This is the Spider-Man trope. If Uncle Ben was alive, it probably would have did something like this and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course.
Give up on this, young blood.
This is ridiculous though right now. Insomniac. Word.
You don't realize
Word.
I'm the only one trying to save you.
And I'm trying to save everyone else.
They made us actually fight this man, dog. Okay, so
I have to try.
we were talking about, I keep bringing up every time I play this game, I've been bringing up Shakespeare, right? I've been bringing up. Ooh,
Taught me to put other people ahead of myself.
he taught me to put other people ahead of myself. Okay. Uh, so these Shakespearean characters and these Shakespearean stories aren't like Shakespeare's own work, but they're instead like these retellings or interpretations of ancient stories. And the purpose of these ancient stories were to you know, I guess, what's the best way to explain it? So when you hear some new information or something, it or you experience something, you know, it can help you. You know what I'm saying? Like, experiences feed knowledge, right? Like, experiences really are the basis of what you know. And information, or the formation, however like information or however like ideas or concepts are formed, whatever formation that they are in, like, experiences is just another form of an idea or a concept. It's another, you know, concept in a particular formation, right? As information, but that's what an experience is. And reading and just in general, concepts in itself. Oh shoot! This man is like teleporting. Are y'all seeing this? Okay, hold on. Let's actually try to. Can I? Oh, like that, right? Like that, and then okay, like that. Okay, we got it like that. Ooh, shoot. See, we're talking about this and playing at the same time. You see, that's the key. But the Bible and various forms of media are used like to convey ideas of enlightenment or of guidance, right? I say forms of media because, like, you know, some people utilize YouTube. Honestly, like, YouTube can be utilized to get spiritual enlightenment to a degree, right? As a book can. It can convey certain thoughts and concepts that may be relevant to you or may speak to you. You know. Ooh, here we go. Okay. Ooh. This is so crazy. Ooh. Miles is already being stupid, Uncle Aaron. But so these stories are told, or some stories are told with the perspective of guidance, of spiritual enlightenment, of some type of benefit, right? This information has some type of benefit. And there are different times in which different cultures thrived, right? Different cultures were considered to be what we now, the idea of the majority, even though that is not real. But like the concept of the majority now being white, right? Like there's a time when that wasn't the case. Now one might say, what does that even mean? What? Like that, what it means is like there was a time where the world didn't run on the Eurocentric standard. Like there was a time where white wasn't right. There was a time where other ideas and other cultures, they reigned supreme, and they talked, and the world listened. You know what I'm saying? And those cultures predate the current culture that we are in today, the current culture that has all of the media that is today. So when it comes to the plagiarizing of former works of media, the purpose of this is, you know, to speak to whatever culture or whatever generation you're speaking to for a new time, right? Whoever is in control. They decide or choose, you know, this is the word of the day, and everybody else goes with it, right? So Shakespeare ultimately was a person who wrote some very, very, very prolific work, right? He wrote some it's not about like the quality of it, but he wrote work that is still relevant today. One could argue he wrote work specifically for today, right? And that's a perspective as well. But like this guy, man, this is like this boss fight is not that good. Like, I didn't even want to fight him, let alone he just keeps disappearing. He just keeps disappearing. But Shakespeare writes his work according to whatever whatever time frame it needs to be written toward. So like he's using something like I don't know, the story of Tammuz, for example, and he updates that story to us to meet whatever audience the story is for, you know. Like perhaps the story of Tammuz does not resonate or would not resonate for whatever reason in the way that it is currently is. So it has to be altered and it has to be shifted, and ideas have to be formed in a different way, and perhaps names have to be changed, and perhaps scenarios have to be shifted and rotated, and you know. But the point of utilizing that text and not creating your own is because that text has has a real significance. It's something that was used via ancient cultures, not just because it was words, but because it dealt with a way. It told a way. So for example, right now we're dealing with the story, right, of the family. This is familiar issues. This is a whole family soap opera right now, because you have Miles, who's like dealing with becoming, you could say, the new king, right? Because he's Spider-Man. His dad just died and was a police officer, so now he gets the position of the police officer. He's now the king, right? This is all similar to Hamlet, or you know, you could even go to Romeo and Juliet with the issue of the other family, the tinkerer, right? The best friend, the star-crossed lovers, the forbidden love, whatever you want to say. Like, these are all different ways, right? These are all like themes that are universal, but universal in a different sense. Ooh, he just beat my butt. Universal in a different sense, more than just like, oh, I relate to that, but less than oh, that's fact, you know. More than I relate to that, but less than fact. These are things that like people spiritually can resonate with. You know what I'm saying? Things that aren't just speaking to the mundane. They speak to another side as well. And one could, and you could also argue, well, you know, you can create your own story that can speak to that, and you can. But the reason for utilizing something that is ancient is because it has a a real quality. It has a tested quality, a tested history. It is true. It is true that it has spiritual ramifications or feelings. It is true. It is not a hypothesis. It is true. I am really getting beaten, but I'm kind of, yo. Oh shoot. Hold on. Okay, hold on. We gonna do this. Oh. Okay, I know I gotta do the Venom. Oh. We're gonna web swing around a bit. Okay, he did. Stay down, stay safe. That's funny. Hey, that's what should happen. But that's clearly not what happens. But these stories have actual ancient backings, because the ancients did not work in the way that we do, right? Like we know of currently when they talk about the pyramids. Ooh, Lord. When they don't know how the pyramids were constructed, right? Come on. Here we go. Oh. They don't know how the pyramids were constructed to this day, right? And now there's this constant conversation, and not constant, but like just a conversation on the news about unidentified flying objects. But you know, there's this. Oh shoot, it's coming for me. Oh Lord. Right. Listen to Uncle Aaron. He said, if that's what it takes. Do you hear the madness right now? Do you hear the hero, the protagonist? Do you hear him? The hero, though. We could go through Spider-Man PS4, and I'm 100% certain it's even more dumb moments, and even more stupid lines, and even more stupid concepts, because these characters are not heroes. They are the protagonists. They are flawed. They are not. He's not a superhero. He's not. You know who the superhero is? In this case, the superhero is Uncle Aaron right now. In this case, the superhero is Uncle Aaron. Spider-Man literally lies. He's a liar. That's it. We don't even have to go any further, because if someone's a liar, what does that say about their character? All of these superheroes are liars. That's it. What does that say about their character? That's it. That's who the kids are looking up to, though. But as I continue, going back to where I was going with the ancient, these people did not function the way that we functioned. They were able to do things that we cannot understand currently, right? What does that mean? So then what does that mean for their stories? Why would somebody want to take from them then? Do you understand where I'm at now? When it comes to the story of Spider-Man, there's a real genuine reason why people like the character. It's not because his name is Peter Parker and the alliteration, or Miles Morales and the alliteration. It's not because of all of that. It's because there's an ancient backing to this character. There's something that does not belong to Marvel, and was not Marvel's, and is not Marvel's, and never was Marvel's, and is not Stan Lee's, and was not Stan Lee's, and never was Stan Lee's, and will never be Stan Lee's, regardless of whatever they tell everybody each time they start over. Venom. Okay? There's a name, there's a reason for the name. There's a reason for the name. The Spider-Man is not, I'm Venom, y'all. I don't think you understand. Venom is not Spider-Man's best friend.
I'm done proving
There's a real reason for all of this stuff, y'all. And I didn't choose that. You know, I was a little kid. I just liked, I liked the Spider-Man character. And I liked Venom. I just thought he was cool. You know? But everything happens for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Spider-Man is not the hero. Venom is more of a hero than Spider-Man. We're talking about a liar, y'all. Do I have to go deeper? He lies to the to the people that are most important to him, seemingly, supposedly. He's teaching other people to do the same. Look, right now, we're fighting our uncle. Peter doesn't even have his uncle, and he's inspired his mentee to fight his uncle. The reason why Peter is Spider-Man is because of his uncle, but he's inspired his mentee, his protege, to fight his uncle. Do you guys see what's going with the poetry though? The poetry. It's not the apparent, okay? And it doesn't make the story amazing either. I'm not saying the story is so good. Oh my god. It's the best game ever. The best Spider-Man game. And it's a black protagonist. And I never had a black protagonist before. I'm not saying that. That's not what I'm saying. Because all of it is purposeful at the end of the day. There's a reason why he was white. There's a reason why he is now black. And it ain't got nothing to do with the SJWs. This agenda. That's baby stuff, y'all. We passed that. We passed that, y'all. It's the 2 million. 2 million. How long is this fight? Like, what am I doing? I don't want to fight you, Uncle. I am not Peter. Do I gotta do all this or something? Oh my gosh. Can I do? I got clones. Don't I got clones? Wait, where are my clones? Please fight for me. Thank you. Here we go. And I'll bring up the chat too, y'all. My bad. I'm not ignoring y'all. I just, you know, there's a reason for me doing this, y'all. This is an outlet. This is real, y'all. Like, you see what I'm titling my stuff. Like, this ain't no clickbait. Like, it's not for no views. This is an outlet, y'all. If you want to be with me, if you want to, you know, listen and chill and talk and learn and spread and grow and evolve, and that's fine. But I'm not on the hype. I ain't with that.
I never wanted to fight you.
It's not for that. That's not my point. That might be everybody else's point. That's not my point, y'all. I ain't trying to sell you nothing. I ain't trying to become a brand promoter for Marvel. I'm not trying to work for Marvel. I'm not trying to work for Sony. I don't care about none of them. I'm not owned. I'm not bought. I don't want to be best friends with Insomniac. I don't want to be best friends with the CEO of YouTube. I don't want to be best friends with anybody affiliated with YouTube. I don't want to be best friends with your favorite YouTuber. I'm not best friends with your favorite YouTuber. I don't want to have anything to do with them. I'm doing my own thing. Ain't got nothing to do with none of these agendas. Ain't got nothing to do with none of these agendas. I ain't got to feed into nothing. I don't want to feed into nothing. I'm doing my own thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a guy playing video games. You see this? Y'all see me? I'm playing Spider-Man. I've been on this mission for a long time. And I just been talking. Y'all. Okay? You see what I titled it? I'm not titling it. I could title this a whole bunch of stuff if I wanted to get the views. Hey, y'all, it's not about that. Alright. Nah, I am about to finish this mission though. that is what's about to happen. Cause where is he? Come on, dog. Come on, come on. 'Cause I had enough. I had enough. It shouldn't, but we got to do it. So I've had enough. I've had enough. I've had enough, Uncle. Ooh. What I gotta do? A finisher on this man, dog? Come on, bro. Come on. I gotta do a finisher on him. Come on.
Let someone else risk their life to stop the underground.
He's not wrong. There we go. Okay. All right. Let me pull the chat up, y'all. I got the chat up now. Okay. Here we go. I really hope JJ gives out. Okay, oh, wait. What's going on?
I know I messed up.
No, he didn't.
I let you down.
What?
We're family.
Family? That didn't stop you from lying to me, manipulating me, fighting me? Being family isn't enough anymore.
What?
Doesn't have to be like this. You, me, hating each other? That's how it happened between me and your dad.
This is the craziest thing ever, y'all.
I don't either. But I can't be the person you want to turn me into.
What?
I can't turn my back when people need me.
What?
I have to be better than that.
This is not real. Oh, we're gonna break it down, though. We're gonna break it down. All right. So this is the issue, okay? So the Prowler is a criminal, and that's bad. Spider-Man is.
Genki, my uncle just kidnapped me. Locked me up.
What? Dude, are you okay?
I had to fight him. Then I said, I told him, we're done. For good.
I'm sorry. That can't have been easy.
It's what I had to do. I'm headed to the Science Center.
Yo.
Only if things get bad in Harlem.
I will. Good luck, Spider-Man.
Okay, so this is the thing, right? So Spider-Man is the hero. Oh wait, we got points. I don't know about none of this. Spider-Man is the hero who literally lies to everybody that he loves, put everyone that he loves in danger because he's lying to them. And he rationalizes all of his lying and deceit and pain with this concept of him doing good via violence. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being violent. I'm not saying that violence isn't the key thing that needs to happen for change to be effective. That's not what I'm saying at all. I am, however, saying when defeating an enemy with Venom attacks, the final blow. I am, however, saying that this man believes that because he has superpowers, he can beat the mess out of people. And because he has superpowers, he can beat the mess out of people in the name of the law. Like there's nothing else. There's like nothing else that is saying he can beat people up. It's just in reference to the law. Because I have superpowers, I can beat you up as long as you are not abiding or obeying the law. That's what Spider-Man is. And his uncle, who is a criminal, said, actually, nephew, I don't think you should be beating people up in the name of the law, and you should not be putting your life on the line for this concept that is the city, right? Because who is the city? Is the city an individual? No, it's a group of individuals, right? But who is comprised of the city? Criminals and people, right? So you're fighting for the people that aren't the criminals, supposedly. But one day, a person's a criminal. The next day they're a victim. The next day or maybe within a second it can shift. So it's really based upon the perspective of who's who, because the criminal can be the victim as well, right? The criminal can be the victim, but because they are viewed from the perspective of criminal, now they're subjugated to this beating by Spider-Man. Like for real. Like for real. Now also pertaining to Spider-Man, the perspective of him. He goes through punishment, physically and emotionally, constantly fighting, getting shot at, getting shot, getting punched, getting hit, constantly. The emotional trauma of losing loved ones, constantly. The police shooting at you constantly. Well, that's, I mean, but my point is, all of these things that you think are so are so important. The concept of great power and great responsibility. Great responsibility to who? Number one. Great responsibility to what? To do what? If you've got power, then you've got the responsibility of using that power. But what does that even mean? The responsibility to who? And what does that mean to use the power? His uncle is like, yo, Miles, you're gonna fight for this concept that is the city, right? But you will never get anything from it. The city will never repay you. You'll never get anything from it. You're going to hurt. You're going to probably end up dead, or people around you are going to end up dead because they're not as strong as you. But because you don't view the concept of, because you view the concept of strength in the physical sense, right? The sense of power, right? All you see is you got this I could shoot these ropes out my hand and other people can't do that. So that means I gotta stand up for the little guy. But the little guy is not the person that's like robbing the bank, dog. Or the little guy is the person robbing the bank. The little guy is the little guy. The concept of the little guy is based upon what we see at a given moment. Spider-Man goes into the bank, right? The people are robbing it. And then there are people that are the hostages, right? When the people that are the hostages shift and pull out guns and start shooting back at the robbers, what is Spider-Man to do then? What about when the people that are the hostages actually shoot at the people that's holding the money at the bank? They're the robbers too? What I'm saying is it's all based upon perspective. It's all perspective. What about the individuals who have their money in the accounts and their money is getting taken out? Or they have whatever, all of that bank stuff, blah, blah, blah. The little guy, the big guy, Stone, Wall Street, stocks, all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? What about that? Those people, they getting taken advantage of too. They getting robbed. What about that?
We are strong enough.
This is your last chance to upgrade gear and abilities before the end of the story. Oh, okay, hold on. We about to end the game. Okay, cool. So what I'm saying is Spider-Man is not the hero. And his uncle was trying to tell him, Miles, look, I'm your family, bro. Look, me and your dad got into this. You're not going to save the city because the city has nothing to do with crime. The city being the way that it is has nothing to do with crime. Crime is the result of the city being the way that it is. The crime is the result. You're not fixing the problem. You're beating people up. You're flexing your muscle. You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that, bro. You're flexing your muscle. Why? Why you gotta flex your muscle, kid? For what? For who? For who, bro? You got family. You got friends. You got a real life. Why are you looking to be this, like, bully? Glorified, rationalized bully. But Miles fights his uncle. Now, the concept of his uncle kidnapping him, I think that's interesting perspective. I think it's all perspective, right? But I think in this world of flying and magic and mysticism and stuff, getting shot out of the air while you're web swinging, and waking up in a facility and your uncle being there and saying, "Hey, man, I need to talk." I think that's not that bad, Your family being there, in this world of mysticism and magic, supernatural stuff. I don't think that's that bad. But maybe I'm crazy. My uncle. I'd much rather be my uncle, saying, "Hey, I need to talk to you," instead of like Green Goblin, just one example. If I'm Spider-Man, one example, right? But the concept of Miles not even being able to talk, right? He has to break out of the cage, right? Not saying he shouldn't be in the cage, or he should be in the cage, but I'm saying he can't even talk. He had to break out. He got to attack, and then then he frames it as his uncle's fighting him. But he the one that broke out. He the first one swung. He with his best friend. His best friend, "Yo, Miles, I'm doing this. This is what I am. I'm doing this. Yo, you see me? Because I love you and I trust you." And what does Miles do? Who's Spider-Man? He don't say nothing. Because he's the hero, right? See, the whole story is swayed in the perspective of
Heads up. Donation stand's getting mugged near you.
I can't leave my stand.
force being correct, and the lower plane and mundane being correct, and mistakes being okay, and flaws being fine. But this isn't right. The point of the story is to learn from the flaws. You're not supposed to idolize them. The whole concept of the gods are that you aspire to be them. You don't just worship them because they are gods. Because then what is a god? So why were certain stories changed? To suit whatever framework. What framework? I hope you guys have been listening to what I'm saying. Because maybe I just said the framework, y'all. The concept of us being disillusionized, the fact being fiction, the fiction being fact, the idolization of the fakeness, the realness being wrong. I'm not saying that his uncle is a superhero, like he should be Spider-Man. Like, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that the concept of the superhero is not right if we go by the premise of Spider-Man being the superhero, because he is not the hero. He is the flawed individual. He is the liar. He is all of that. All of the people that love him literally open up, and he rejects and lies. for whatever reason he wants to make it right. Whatever reason he wants to rationalize. That's the reason why he does it. But he lies. Why all the bad guys lie? All the bad guys tell the truth and the good guy lied. Why did that happen? What does that mean? What is the purpose of that story? What is the purpose of the Bible? What is the purpose of all of these different stories in media? Shakespeare with Romeo and Juliet. How did that story end? I have not beat this game yet. We're gonna get to the last mission, and then we're gonna let it go. Romeo and Juliet. How did that end? That was about the two families who were versus each other, and then the son of the one family and the daughter of the other meet, and they fall in love in one night, and then they get married, and they end up dying together, committing suicide together. Their love never can be. So and that's because of everyone's choice to live in the mundane. What's the purpose of that story? Do you see residue of that story in other forms of media? Do you believe it's an accident? Where do you think that story came from? Is it something that you could identify with? If not, I mean, then where do you think it comes from? Because it does have an historical significance. It has an ancient significance, y'all.
Just posted about a store.
You see him close renovation, and the underground moves right in. Ben's gotta be inside.
Oscorp. Perfect. I've been waiting. We gonna see Normie. We gonna see Norman. All right, let's look at the chat, y'all. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. My people. This is the real people, okay? Cause y'all see what I'm talking about. Y'all see I ain't got no clickbait. Cause I could title this now. Y'all hear me? I could make a title of this stream to get views. You know what I'm saying? But that's not my point, y'all. This is what I'm doing, okay? We new with it. And nah, people don't be taking my concept. Nah, I'm playing. It don't matter. Cause people gonna do whatever they do. Jameson has gotten shafted. He's always been a man with integrity. However flawed he is, he hates criminals. He even risked it all to have the Bugle publish an expose on Risk It and Born Again. On Fisk. Oh yeah, okay. You saying that he had actually was gonna expose Fisk, yeah. Only time I felt doing side missions to progress. Hey, I'm thinking about starting a YouTube channel. How do you recommend you promote? I think that consistency is key. Just be consistent with it, really. Don't focus. I mean, you can put it on your social media if you want. If you know people in real life, that's a great avenue. But consistency is key. So really just do something you want to do. Don't do it for the concept of making money, because that's not going to happen. Do it for the reason that you want to do it. You like it. You want to do it. Okay? And then you will, right? For me, money is cool, but that's not my purpose. I actually get a little weirded out with the money concept from it. So I get a little, I move away sometimes. I vanish, especially when I get a little bit of attention. I kind of back off. But with that being said, it is cool. Yeah. Here we're gonna go back up there. I'm going back to the chat, y'all. I'm with y'all. He said, they fought a gang war with the demons after Lee went into prison. I think Feast is personal vendetta and an easy way to get food quick. Uncle would never have done anything like Aaron. They're two different people. Venom, replay Ultimate Spider-Man for old time's sake, or any Spidey game, or any game in general to bring back Venom time. Well, I'm playing a Spider-Man game right now. Do you think we'll get the R-rated first cut of Spider-Man? No, probably not. Venom, please do elaborate. I see your point about his line, but given that he supposedly does it to protect those he cares about, perhaps it's more of a gray area. Oh, okay. If you believe that it, okay, this is the concept, right? So I'm so happy you said that. All right, we're gonna get into it. What is a hero? Is a hero a person that would do the right thing no matter what? Right. What is the right thing? Is the right thing to lie? See, the issue is that the hero concept is flawed in itself, right? The hero concept is flawed because these individuals are supposed to stick by a code, but they are written in the mist. Yes, written. Do not forget that they're not real. Okay, so they're not real. That means that you could actually do anything you could conceive. You could write anything. You could literally put any sentence down on a piece of paper and attach these characters' names to it and say that they said it, because it is not, they are not real, right? They are mere concepts, hypotheticals, right? Seemingly now, because we'll go deep. This is the end of Miles Morales. This is not the end of I guess this is Venom time, y'all. It is. Should I put Venom time in the title? Okay, I'll put Venom time in the title. I'll do that. I will do that. But I just don't want. I mean, it is serialized. This will be serialized, I guess. So, okay, we'll do that. This is Venom time, because I am Venom. I am Venom 2 million. Need some water. Lips been dry, talking a lot. But if we're supposed to do the right thing no matter what, then the concept of a lie should not be right, because it is not right to lie. And if you say it depends on the circumstance, then that goes into the perspective, and that's where it comes into play with him not being a superhero, because his whole theology is based on the perspective of the law.
Someone's taking us out.
That's it. It's based on the perspective of the law, and we know that the law is not a strong foundation. A lot of individuals are in prison but are innocent. Therefore, there are flaws. Shoot, if you have one individual that is innocent yet seen as guilty, then the system is flawed.
Suit's gonna be musty.
Oh. Wow, that was kind of cool. I like that happened. I was just listening. That was pretty cool. I dug that. He was like, suit's gonna be musty because I got in the water. That was sweet. Hey, that's a dope question, bro. It's a lot, because they just won't stop, because they all are connected to this deity who is thriving and has always thrived and will continue to thrive, for that deity is integral. Hence the stories, right? Hence the stories. But yeah, going back to the concept of theology, right, and mythology. So like, if you have individuals that are supposed to be God-like in uncorruptible, I'll say that word, then they will not be susceptible to any of the, in my opinion, deadly sins. Now that is as well a perspective and a mythology, but I believe that if you get into the concept of superheroes, that you are already in the perspective of the supernatural. I just think it's more of more like a tamed, no, not even tamed. It's like, how would I describe it? It's more like a oh shoot. Hold on. It's more like a yo, dog, what? It's more like, yeah, man, he was not going. It's more like a hidden or subliminal teaching of supernatural concepts. You could even say like a cult teaching, right? The superhero ideas and stories are all based in something bigger than just Marvel or DC. They're all based in like lore and mythology, like Thor, literally, but like Anansi, Spider-Man, and then the Bat deity for Batman, and then Superman relating to, I mean, there's just various connections pertaining to the superhero stories. I just swung up there and it came literally right back. I did that earlier too, because I don't really know where I'm supposed to. I'm just supposed to beat everybody. Okay, yeah, all right, bet. Bet. So cool. We're just gonna beat everybody. We're gonna do it slow first, and then we're gonna go hard, cause and then we'll probably end this Venom time, and we'll start the next episode on a new game, right? I don't know what game, but it will be a new game. We may even have a guest on Venom Time next time. So stay tuned to the next one. But this one is nowhere near over, so I appreciate you for sticking by, listening to me talk, and play this wonderful program here. You would be so inclined to be a part of the movement, the 2 million movement. I do not talk about it because there's nothing to talk about. If you know, you know. And you hear what we speak about. Yeah. Hit that subscribe button. Bell. And that's going to be probably one of the only times I do that, because I don't normally say that. So yeah. Anyway. A god is supposed, they're not at the level of the man, okay, of human, of the lower desires, right? The lower desires are I mean, lying is one of them, okay? That has definitely is a lower desire. That's not at all something of the higher realm. That has to deal with concealment. That has to deal with deceit. That has to deal with secret, the occult. That has to deal with fear. Now, it doesn't have to deal with negativity. None of those words are correlated with negativity. Okay, that's a concept that is not true. Negativity is something in itself. That's why it's a word, right? And it has its spelling the way that it does. However, I would not say that lying has to deal with positivity. right? So therefore, I don't understand the concept of the hero having to lie. Wasn't that the whole point of The Dark Knight Rises? The lie. It was unnecessary because you shouldn't lie. See, the point of these people is that they aren't the superheroes. That's why they all get messed up in the end. It doesn't work out for them. Spider-Man literally did a deal with the devil, dude. Like, for real. You want to blame Dan Slott? Go ahead. That's not why they did it. Dan Slott didn't just say, hey, I'm gonna make Spider-Man do a deal with the devil in the middle of the Civil War. Is that okay, Marvel? Like that isn't just an idea. Okay. See, these people are not the people that you are supposed to aspire to be. So then what does it mean when you aspire to be them? What does it mean when you aspire to be the liar who can rationalize it? You can literally make up a legit reason for you, because it doesn't matter if it means anything to anybody else. It doesn't matter what I think about whatever it is that you're doing, because you're the one doing it. And you're doing it because of your own ideas, right? So it doesn't matter.
Gotta watch out for spiders, man.
But you are at the point in which you can rationalize a reason to lie. You're at that point. What does that mean? And you have these abilities. What does it mean when you could even say, you don't even identify with that? You would even say that I don't lie when you do. What does that even mean? You don't even identify. You can't even see that you lie. What does that even mean? I don't lie. What do people know that you're Spider-Man? I don't lie. I'm not a liar. What does that even mean? What you would say that I don't lie. You would beat people up because they lie. Because you have powers when you lie. What does that even mean? That means that you have a very shaky foundation. You have no true foundation, any values for yourself. You have this idealistic, not real, unthought out, unfelt. Wow, I just got killed. Extremely shallow. Very, 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 very penetrable foundation of values. You are corruptible. You notice all of these superheroes, they end up turning at one point. There's some storyline in which they just turn, they're evil all of a sudden. Like what how? You're a super, what do you mean? They all break out. Yeah, but what do you mean you're corrupted? How do you become corruptible? How? How do you become corruptible? Hello? What does that mean, y'all? What are they telling you? What are these concepts? And all of them, they all at one point become like evil. They become messed up. Like what does that mean? Okay. I was supposed to take out the snipers first, but we'll just do it this way. Ooh. here we go. I had to take care of him for a minute, cause I actually am on this part, and this is, but like this. So you're an individual who you're corruptible, and you don't even know it, and that's how you are corruptible. You don't know it. It's not like an active decision. Like the villain doesn't actively go, I'm the villain, right? He has his own reasons. He is corrupted. He has his own concept, his own perspective. He's blinded by his own perspective. He can't see anything outside of his own perspective. That's where the villain is, and that's where it comes into play, where these villains are no different from these heroes. And actually, though, for the most part, these villains are realized. They're actually self-actualized. Like, they know. They go, they have a reason and a backing, and a true understanding. They're not like they're normally like this in some twisted way. They're not liars, you know. Like they have these kind of, it's like different, you know. Like Tony Stark, for example. Not saying he's a hero, right? And not saying he's a villain, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's this arrogance, or this confidence, or this cockiness, or this ego, or this there's always this I can't describe it, but I can just definitely describe with the hero. There's always the underdog, the goofball. Like, oh, no. When I say goofball, that doesn't make sense. Well, it does to me, but like the real nice guy. I call it the goofball. Spider-Man 2, you're Spider-Man, but you can't go to your girlfriend's performance because you're late. But you're Spider-Man. It can just enter the theater through the building, you know, another window, or whatever Spider-Man does. However Spider-Man enters any other building that he would want to enter, you know, but yet because you're late, you can't see your girlfriend's performance, you know, even though you have your ticket that you paid money for, and you're like, I think 5 minutes late, 15, whatever it is, you're late. You can't see it, you know, because that would be illegal. That's stealing, you know. You missed it, Spider-Man, right? But if the villain was in there, you know he'd be in there. He'd get inside Spider-Man, the goofball. You know what I'm saying? That's the hero normally. The hypocrite, the flawed, the human. You know, they always talk about the human aspect, like the human trait. They're gods yet human, right? What does that even mean? They're superheroes, yet they're like doing this stupid human stuff. Like, you're Spider-Man. What do you mean you're afraid of? What do you mean? Like, if they find out you're Spider-Man, what do you mean you're afraid? First of all, you're Spider-Man. Second of all, like, go take care of them. You're Spider-Man, dude. Like, what is this fear? What are you fearing? Second of all, like, why are you Spider-Man, dude? Like, for real. Like, who are you protecting? Peter Parker's been Spider-Man for 8 years, and he's 23 now in the span of this game, right? I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Link power to the shutters to open them. This actually might be where we end the stream, cause after we finish this puzzle right here, cause what? But Like, Spider-Man, dude. I think I beat that. I think I've answered your question.
Suit's gonna be musty.
I think I answered it. I think I spent a lot of time on that question. I think I I think I answered that question. Hold on. Here we go. Let's read. I'm gonna read what you guys are saying. And then I'm trying to figure out how we beat this part, cause this part is something else. But don't tell me yet. Okay, said are you still talking about the Hamlet stuff and Spider-Man not being the hero? Yeah. If you want to views, been watching your videos and I really like your style of comedy and your voice. Keep it up, man. Thank you. This is comedy. Yes, I am a comedian. Ha 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 ha. Miles and Peter steal from people in the games, which is a crime. Instead of turning in the tech, they use it for their suits. But I guess it's because they're the good guys. It's okay. Exactly. See, there's hypocrites, and that's the issue. That's what the people look up to, and the people don't even realize it. Bring it back. That's what Peter Parker and Miles Morales do, and they don't even realize it. They don't even realize that they're hypocrites. They don't even realize that they are beating people up for doing what they're doing, or they are beating people up because they have powers. That's really it. It's not even because they're breaking the law. They're literally beating people up because they have powers. They're justifying it for whatever reason, but they're beating people up because they have powers. And why is that true? Because if they did not have powers, they would not beat people up. Now, Miles, his father was a police officer, so maybe he would. But Peter, I mean, he's white, so maybe he would. No, I'm playing. It doesn't really matter. What I'm saying is that if they did not have powers, they would not beat people up. And I think that is a real point. What is that saying? What is that saying? If you have power to beat people up? Like, let's really dissect these concepts. Who is Norman Osborn? Who is Tony Stark? Who is Peter Parker? Who is Otto Octavius? Like, who are these individuals? Who is Lex Luthor? Why are the companies always the bad guys in these movies, in these comics, in these video games, in these TV shows? Why? You know what I'm saying? He said, Miles and Peter still, great responsibility to help others, I think. But of course, when it comes to what does it mean to use that power, that's where there's much nuance or lack thereof, depending on your viewpoint. Well, I think there is nuance, and that's the whole point. See, the point is his uncle is like, yo. I love it because there's so much subtext, right? What are we really talking about? Because on one hand, it's seen as just comics, right? It's seen as just entertainment, video games, right? But on the other hand, like, what's the difference between learning history and learning about comics? Okay, if you don't understand that question, I'll break it down deeper. What part of the brain lights up when learning information about enter whatever subject here? Is that part of the brain the same part of the brain that lights up when learning about enter this information here? Now compare that to other information. Does the brain respond differently to information that is considered favorable? What about information considered positive? What about information considered, what parts of the brain light up? Where is this information being stored? What is the true difference between fact and fiction? Is fact what has been proven, and fiction what has yet to be proven? What about perspective? What if one thing is fact to one person, or to one perspective, and another thing is fiction to the other? Like, for real. What's the point? What are villains and superheroes? Alright, what am I doing? Okay, link power to the shutters. Okay. Okay, we got it. Is it like this? Oh, wait. Wow, figured that one out. Hey, that was hard. It's like, yeah, if you spent more time. Nah, look, there's a purpose, okay? I'm playing the game. Alright. I want to believe whatever y'all want to believe. That's fine. Because perspective is all based in whatever that perspective is. That's the truth, for real. It's only like whatever one perspective is that perspective. For real. There is no other perspective like that perspective, because it is that perspective. Now, that doesn't mean that the perspective, a perspective can't be the same as another one. But, and if you can understand how that is to be, then you are doing good. That is what you should try to do. Understand how that is to be if you do not understand. That sounds like some, I don't even know. Okay, I guess, is it over here? No, wait, I can move them, can't I? No, wait, what do I do? What do I do? How do you do this, man? Okay, so it's open. And I did that. Disable the generators. Okay, so I can move it now. Okay. Alright, here, I'm going to read through these comments, and then we're going to have to continue this one on the next stream. That'll be episode 6. Of course. Of course. And then we're probably gonna do another game if next one is the last one. Maybe not though, because this is kind of lengthy. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But let's try to complete this part. That's what I would like to do. It's a nice little wager I'll put on myself. I wage that I can beat this part. Okay. That's a thing, but it won't reach because I gotta go up here and pull it. Okay, so like, all right, here's something interesting, right? So shapes have meaning, right? Like this puzzle. What is this puzzle? Is this like Oscorp science? But like, what is science too, y'all? What's the difference between science and magic? Has anyone ever thought about that? That's so interesting that the superheroes are framed in under the guise of science, therefore they are more believable. But the other heroes under the guise of magic, it's not really presented, therefore it's not believable. Like Harry Potter is kind of, I really would love them to, actually I think they do have television shows with magic in modern day. I just don't watch that ish. Back in the water.
I hate when I do that.
I'm trying to beat this, y'all. I really am. Let's go back to the comments. He said, "What is Venom time got deep?" That's right. That's right, y'all. That's right. That's why we but this is the point, y'all. We really playing games out here. We really talking. We really connecting. Okay? Make real connections. Forget that fake ish. I'm gonna figure this out. If not, I just say next time on Venom time. Okay. What in the world? I was not listening. I can figure it out. You gotta. Can I turn it though? Is it gonna let me turn it? Y'all seeing this? Can I turn it? Can I turn it? Here, let me go back to the comments. He said, I'm thinking too hard on what being Spider-Man means. Whatever I'm talking about. Well, I mean, I think that if I was speaking in an opposite direction, you wouldn't say that. I think that I was like, if it was a 20-minute rant on Spider-Man being amazing, you would be like, you are so right, and that's why I love him. But I also, that is completely, could be completely incorrect, and could be completely, like, because I do think actually that the concept of too much thought, you know, sure. That's just an idea though, you know. Go through. He said, was playing Spider-Man 2 last night and I could barely even get around the city. It really hit me just how much the new games hold your hand. They even let you know when it's safe to take down an enemy. A hero is the person who does the right thing. So like you said, perspective determine who's right. The Punisher is a hero to some people and a psychopath to others. It's definitely Venom time. It's more subtle. Oh, okay. I'm catching up. He said, I think a hero is someone who tries to do the right thing but isn't always successful. I think that's what makes this character so engaging. You're right about it being based in perspective, and I think as long as they're aware of that, that's what makes a hero. Someone who lets people know, hey, you're awesome and are just as important as everyone else. I just wrote a whole book. He said, Spider-Man making a deal with Mephisto was so Marvel could keep Peter young. What? Wait a minute. Okay, so that's what I've been looking for. I was looking to see people's response to Peter Parker doing a deal with the devil. Spider-Man doing a deal with the devil. Now, hear what I just said. The character Spider-Man literally did a deal with the demon, the devil, and it was presented as the devil. It was presented in that framework. It was literally presented in that framework. He did a deal. He had an agreement and a sacrifice with a demon, with another being, and this is the character that is the hero. I'm just letting you all know. I'm going to continue reading the comments aloud, and then we'll figure this out. We may not figure it out, y'all. This may be it, because I'm looking at the time, and it's 1:30. We're at 1 hour and 30. That's where we're at. Here we go. He said, it's a childlike mentality. I'll just get the bad guys and lie to my family, and it'll be fine because I'm doing a good thing. He said, not to this, but Spider-Man lying to his loved ones are the reason they're still breathing. Whoa, 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 whoa. Flag on the play. Flag on the play. What if he wasn't Spider-Man to begin with? Would his loved ones even be in danger? Would their danger be his responsibility? What? The concept of rationalization. Like, yo. Yeah. Chill, bro. You got powers. That's sweet. Do a backflip. Do a backflip, bro. That's sweet. That's sweet, dog. Hey, bro. Climb up the walls, bro. Hey. That's what's up. Hey, bro. It's people out here that ain't got no houses. They can't eat. Let's go help them out. Go help them out, bro. Cause the people that's normally out there robbing folk, they doing that cause they ain't got no money. They ain't got no job. Like whatever. Pitiful. They should pick themselves up by their bootstraps or face Spider-Man. His wrath. All right. Alright. Yo, what am I supposed to do? This is crazy. I can't go out like this, y'all. I can't go out. No, I'm playing. I don't care. Boy, I ain't going out like nothing. We figured it out. You know what I'm saying? We figured it out. Let me continue reading more to chat. Have you played... He said, have I played Knockout City? It's a dodgeball brawler game. No, I have not. I have not played that. He said, Venom time got deep. Okay. Magic is just science we don't understand yet. Or, alternatively, science equals science fiction plus time. Neither are mine, by the way. He said, on the far right ball, connect the node to the node on the building to the left. He said, hey, bro, been following you since freshman year of high school when I was hyped for Tasman 2. I'm 22 now. I just wanted to drop by to let you know I appreciate you as a fellow fan and creator. Hey, man, thanks. Thank you so much. Or should I say the node across from them? Okay. Okay, thank you. We're about to look. Yeah, you're right. They wouldn't be in danger if he wasn't Spider-Man. But if he has powers and someone is in a burning building or falling, what is he to do? Okay. How many times are you walking down the street and it's a burning building? Somebody is falling. Now, I live in a location in which that is very prevalent. Extremely prevalent. Right. That is extremely prevalent. Right. You are telling me that because I have the ability to run into that building and pull people out, that every time I see a building in which it is burning, in which people are inside of it, that I have to run into it. Now, listen to what I said. I live in real life in a location in which that is extremely prevalent. Meaning, that happens. That is a day-to-day occurrence. Buildings are on fire. Yes. Every single day. Yes. Do I see them? No, I don't see them every day. But they are burning every day. You're telling me that it is my responsibility to run into those buildings and pull those people out every single time, every day. I am supposed to do that because I can. That is what you're saying. There are people that actually sign up to do that. There's a literal registry in which you can register to be a part of, in which you can be something called a firefighter, and you can go fight fires and save lives in that way. You're saying that I have to do that just because I can, even though I ain't signed up to be no firefighter? That's what you saying? Come on, dude. Come on, dude. You gotta do better than that one. You gotta do better than that one. We gotta do way better than that one. That don't go. Okay, is it this? Actually, somebody, Blaze Blue said it, and I was not paying attention, bro. I read it too, and I even noted in my head, okay, so connect to the building to the left, and I'm like, okay, I don't know what that means. but I just want you guys to understand what you're saying. You're saying that because that building is on fire, that I have to go into it there. I have to go into the building and save those people. Forget what I have going on. Forget my life. Forget whatever I'm going through. Forget whatever. Forget all of that. Because I have this ability, I must use it in this way. That is what you are saying. What is he to do? If a building is on fire, what is he to do? He better run into that building. He better save those people. What? What does that even mean? What does that even mean? Why? Here's something else. Why are the buildings on fire every day? That's a real question. We're talking about he has to go into it. Okay, why is the building on fire? Why are there people inside of it? Why is this a normal occurrence to which a person has to dress up or can dress up in some outfit, some Halloween costume, and save them on a regular? Like, why is this happening? Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on. Okay, alright. He said, I should say the node across from the one with the current one going through it. The ball across, I mean. Go across to the ball across from that one. Okay. Across from the ball, across from that one. So wait, so we right here. Is it here? Okay. We gonna figure it out. No. It doesn't matter if I had spider powers. Okay, so he said no. Not saying that at all. Of course you don't have spider powers, I'm assuming. But the concept of the superheroes to take the idea that if we can do something about something that isn't right, or someone can't stand up for themselves, and take it to the extreme. Comics are the extreme of who we can be at our best and at our worst. That is not to minimize these real life occurrences. No. I'm not minimizing real life occurrences at all. That's not what I'm saying at all. We're talking about pieces of fiction, right? We're talking about ideas that are written. Ideas that come out of the mind of individuals, right? And they then write them down. Or at least that's what we think, right? That's the story that we're told. That's how all of this came to be. It's just an idea. Right. Okay. Hold on. Before we do this, let me read your thing. He said, go across to the ball, across the one, the current one. Then connect the node on the ball to relay the node through current nodes. Okay, so then where are the nodes? So it's over here, right? It's over here. Okay, it's right here. It's right here. Can it do it? Yo, do it, bro. Hey, Spider-Man, what are you doing? What's going on? It's not letting me do it. Okay, so I tried to do this earlier, actually. So I'm not crazy. It's not working. You're telling me to do this. That's exactly what I tried to do earlier. So I'm not crazy. Guys, it's messing with me. You see what they're doing? Anyway. No. So I'm talking about pieces of fiction. Things that are concepts, ideas. Things that correlate with real life, though. These concepts and ideas come from and correlate with real life. They have some type of oh, wait a minute, hold on. Okay, wait, okay, I think so. It's purposely like that, right? It's a puzzle, duh. So what you have to do is whoom. Okay, so then what we're going to do, hold on, we can figure it out. Was I trying that hard? No. Yes, I've been on this for a minute. It's a long Venom time. Venom time, you know what I'm saying? That was like a cutscene right there. So we gonna
Should Daisy chain a connection to this node?
hold on. Okay, so like, hold on. These concepts, right? As they are based in fiction, but like they stem from reality, like the concept of crime, clearly that's a real thing. Like, so we can then, if we're gonna talk about crime, you know, tackle it from the perspective of the superhero. We could then tackle like, why is crime there? I mean, I feel like that should be, if we go over the origin of the superhero, we should go over the origin of the villain, which is crime, right? Why is crime there? This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Why? I would really like to know why the buildings are burning all the time. That's what Uncle Aaron is trying to get Miles to understand. That's the... You're not going to stop the buildings from burning by beating people up and putting your life on the line and putting everybody else's life on the line. It's not going to stop it. Like, Peter Parker's been Spider-Man for 8 years. He's 23 and the crime still exists. Superman was Superman for however long, and crime still exists. People aren't afraid of that. That's not why people are doing it. The police have been around for how long, and crime still exists. That's not why people are doing that. Okay, guys, I think I know what we're doing. So where is some nodes, right? So I got to do like this, like that, and then we're gonna go like this. Okay, let's read the thing again. He said, try starting from the right building to the left, then connect the left to the right. I think that would work. He said, bro, I don't know how I did this. You know, you I think you did. I think you know. I just don't know how to do it yet. It's probably something real simple. Normally, like, I've been playing Deus Ex. That's going to be one of the games that we for sure play. I don't know if we're playing it next, y'all. for sure. That's gonna be a banging stream. I can't wait for that. We probably gonna stream on YouTube and Twitch. Maybe not. Actually, we're just gonna probably stick with YouTube. Actually, yeah. Don't need all that. But that's gonna be dope. It's gonna be probably sooner rather than later. But we'll get to that. What is supposed to happen? Okay, so should I just follow this? Link power to the shutters to open them. Can't, I mean, ain't I bioelectric? Ain't that something? Don't I got something for this? Don't I got something for this? No. Huh. Okay. He said, maybe shift the centerpiece. I can't shift it, y'all. I can't shift it. Hold on. We might have to. I don't want to get defeated, but I mean, it's not defeat, honestly. It's just we're gonna have a quick retreat, and or we'll come back and reassess. See, this is the L1R1. It would normally be the ball, right? Like how this is, right? See? But I can do this. See? See? What are we doing? See? No, I'm playing. He said maybe it's bugged. You think it's bugged? I can't use that excuse, can I? I mean, is it bugged? Hahaha.
Man, glad Pete didn't see that.
Glad Pete didn't. Forget Pete, y'all. Forget Pete. Let me read back to what you were saying. He said, and I don't think superheroes are saying, yo, go risk your life for someone you don't even know. But I think it shows us, hey, if we can do something, even if it's as quote-unquote small as a contribution to one's community or donate to charity, maybe we should. I mean, it takes only one, right? And Venom, I'm not trying to change your perspective, even though I don't entirely agree. I respect your views. I think you make really good points. Hey man, I think that you're making some awesome points too. I think the point is just perspective. Like, that's all my point is. My point is just bringing forth a different perspective. Because I think that the superhero is a hypocrite and just a power-hungry egomaniac who doesn't even accept that and instead lies to not even just the people that they love, but more importantly, themselves. Because they can't even accept that if it weren't for their powers, if it weren't for that mask, there'd be nothing. No, I'm playing. That sounds like a supervillain monologue. I'm web swinging. I'm trying to think, y'all. I'm trying to figure this out. But no, I definitely don't disagree with you. I think that it really just boils down to the concept of flexing the muscle. The superhero flexes the muscle. It's not genuine. It's not a helping the people that they love. It's helping the masses, which will never, never, ever, ever, ever bring forth any true change, because the masses doesn't exist. The masses is this concept, but the people that are real are the Aunt Mays, the Uncle Aarons, the Finns, the Genkies, the, you know, those are the real people. If everybody was to deal with the people that were important, you know, that would probably have the best change possible. Because that's all that people really are struggling with. The people that are really important. Not the concept of the children. You can't save the children. And that's not my idea. That's not mine. I didn't make that one up. But that's something that I learned. You can't save the children. The children don't exist. I learned that. Alright, y'all. I don't know what's going on. I think we're going to end it here. Yeah, this is it might be bugged. I'm like leveling up and stuff. Yeah, it might be bugged. Can't he just go in like she don't know here? Okay, wait. I guess he's supposed to do that when they're all lined up. But I'm just saying, like, the children is a concept. It's not real. It's a construct. It's an idea. And I mean that in the sense of like the person, you know. Okay, let's say I'm reading. He said, "You sound like Zemo." Haha. Yeah, only 6 people watching. Wow. Yes, that's great. 8 people. That's great. I'm with it. I don't need a whole bunch of viewers, y'all. That's not my purpose. It's not my point. You see the name of the video. You see what I'm talking about. It's not my point. I'm playing a game. I'm talking. Spreading ideas, different perspectives. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. It's not for the views. It's not for no clickbait. I'm doing me. Here we go. He said, J. Jonah Jameson has been questioning Spidey for decades. I'm underrated. Yeah, J. Jonah 2 million. That's funny. Nah, definitely not. Definitely not. That he's a crook too, and a coward. You're absolutely right. I especially agree with questioning the why things with crime and poverty exist to begin with. So if you had powers, would you choose not to use them? And then we're going to end it on this. This is going to be the last question because the game is clearly not working. So we'll pick it back up. But I don't understand what that would mean. I would definitely use my powers, but if using them, first of all, if using them means or constitutes like or goes into if using them at all has anything to do with being a hero, superhero, like fighting crime, then no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. But why does that even go into using them? Why does using them equate to that? And that's it. That's a question. We're gonna end it there, y'all, because this ain't working. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.